The Dow Jones had a new all-time record high, closing at 18,807. The S&P 500 edged up 4 points, while the Nasdaq dropped 42. The election of Donald Trump came as a shock to many, and on Wall Street resulted in an overnight sell-off on Tuesday night. Things, as you've seen now, have calmed down considerably now that the reality of a Trump presidency has settled in. So what does all this mean for you and your money? Today we have Justin Halverson from Great Waters Financial here to give some perspective on the money and the markets. Welcome. Good to have you here today.
Always good to be here, Pat.
You were among many watching on Tuesday night, holding your breath, because the futures went nuts, dropping.
They did. It was a wild night, to say the least, and I kind of had a feeling that it was leaning Trump's way when I saw the Dow futures down 700, 800, 900 points. And so everyone thought it was going to be a sell-off. It looked that way early in the day, but then by the end of Monday, everything basically recovered and got to better levels, and now it's at record highs.
Okay, Justin. So psychology plays a great deal in this.
Yeah.
Markets don't like uncertainty.
That's a big part of it, and obviously there's not a lot that's certain with Trump. He's very much a wild card. That's the way the markets see him, and that's why they priced in a Hillary victory and thought it should be here. You know, this is speculation on my part, but I think the fact that the Republicans retained the House and the Senate caused them to have a little bit more comfort level with Trump, knowing that maybe, just maybe, there was going to be some easing of regulation. Maybe Dodd-Frank is going to go away. The bank stocks did really, really well yesterday. Maybe the Department of Labor fiduciary rule gets eased back. So there's certain things that could be good for the market because they retain control of all three.
So for the short term, you're saying that is to your clients to do what?
Well, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's still a lot of volatility there, and the markets are at very high places. So could there be a correction coming? Certainly there could, but nobody knows when. So the thing we always stress, Pat, is have a plan. Have a plan. Invest according to your risk tolerance. See, the markets really do two things. They go up and they go down. And as long as you know the parameters and you're invested according to a level that's comfortable with you, if the markets go way down, if you're invested to a more conservative level, you're not going to go down all the way.
Talk about risk tolerance specifically. So if you're younger, you can be a little bit more ambitious and take more chances. The closer you are to a retirement timeline, the more conservative. Is that typically?
That's a great point. Yeah, you may want to come work for us someday. You're pretty good at this.
You never know.
When you're younger, you've got time to recover. You're still adding to the accounts. So even if the markets go down, it really doesn't hurt you as bad, because you're adding on the way down. Dollar cost averaging works in your favor, and when the markets come up, you win again. When you get to retirement, not only are you not adding to the accounts, but now you're taking from them. So if the markets go down, those become more permanent losses. So you need to think more preservation and distribution nearing retirement, accumulation when we're younger.
So clearly, if you have lots of questions, this does appear to be a great opportunity to talk to a professional to get a little bit of reassurance and or guidance there.
Have
clearly,
a plan, have a professional on your side, someone that's maybe a fiduciary that can help guide you. Our website, greatwatersfinancial.com, has a free risk assessment tool. No cost, no obligation. greatwatersfinancial.com if you want to check that out as well.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
We have more information on this topic at KARE11.com. Look under the shows tab and the news at 4.